Thank you, Oscar. So thank you, Oscar, for the introduction. My name is Vincent, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of a studio based in Paris called Flamingo Filter. If you want to join me on Snapchat, feel free to join me. I also have a public profile. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my company, and then we will deep dive into WebAR. So what's WebAR definition, business opportunity, and the current state of the art of the technology. And then we will focus on the newly announced Snapchat Camera Kit Web SDK, and then we will work on the workshop together. I created Flamingo Filter in 2019. We are now a team of 5 people working on especially on augmented reality project. Today we are really focusing on WebAR technologies. We've been working with different type of clients around the world, and thanks to social media, some of our experience have reached more than 2 billion people on social media, so that shows you the interest of users about augmented reality. So what is augmented reality on the web? I'm not sure of different level of people here or knowledge around augmented reality, so I will also explain to you a little bit about AR. I know there is some people that are like technical directors of big studio in Paris. Some of you may just be freelancers or students or anything, so I'll try to be as easy to understand as possible. And one thing I want to talk about, which is very important to me, is just to show you the evolution of the communication today and the different way that we as humans communicate to each other. We've been using text and images for thousands of years. We've started to use recently videos. We spend a lot of time every day watching videos on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Snapchat, and on YouTube, all different platforms. But we already have augmented reality, and it's not the future, it's already the present. And the cool thing with augmented reality is that it takes everything that we had before, meaning text, images, and videos, and add on top of it the user interactions, which make it a very strong medium to communicate to your audience. So what is WebAR exactly? I've recorded a video because I wasn't sure I could present the live demo, but I think I can present a live demo. So I'm just gonna go through the live demo here and record my phone and show you what I mean by augmented reality on the web. So I could have shown you this on my using the camera of my computer, but it's way better to use it on the phone because it's really made for it. So for example, here we have a link, so a classic URL to access to a web page. If I open the link by clicking on it or scanning a QR code, I access to a web page. And then right now you see different pop-ups appearing on the screen, because when you do augmented reality, you need to use a camera, because it's the basic of augmented reality is adding digital elements, overlay them to the real world. So you need at some point to have access to the real world. So as you see also in the bottom of my screen, this is the Safari user interface. So I'm on the web. Then I accept the camera and I can see my face. Then I have to accept the term and condition because this is a camera kit WebAR experience. And then you have plenty of things that you can do. For example, here I could switch to my back camera or whatever camera I have on my phone. I think it might be a little bit lagging because I'm recording with QuickTime. Anyway, and you can also select a different type of experiences. All these experiences have been made with Lens Studio. So we will enter into these details more along our workshop. And you can use all the different type of functionality that you have actually on Lens Studio. For example, this one I like it very much, which is like using face tracking, as you can see, works very well. And so this experience has been built on Lens Studio that brought to the web thanks to Camera Kit for Web. So that was the live demo. I hope it gave you some background on what is augmented reality on the web. So web-based, run directly on your browser, does not need to require any application to be downloaded, access to mobile device camera, and you can build that using HTML and CSS and JavaScript, which I guess opens up the technology to a lot of people. So the state of the art today of this technology. This is an example of experiences that can be built using Camera Kit and Lens Studio. It has been created by a studio called Busterwood. They are based in Paris. We actually work a lot with them. So this experience uses hand tracking. So on the technology of WebAR, there is open source technology like WebXR or ARJ.js. And there is proprietary solutions like Camera Kit for Web, which is right now open to a large public. You can request access. I will show you a little bit later how to access to the beta program. And you have different trackers that are available to be able for you to build augmented reality, to anchor your digital element to the real world, like head tracking, world understanding, hand tracking, body or feet, etc., or segmentation, real world, etc., understanding. And the rendering, as you can see, has improved very much, so we can have like very nice experiences. And also the different type of application that we can see using augmented reality today. We have different type of use cases. Mostly today is marketing and advertising. That's actually what is like bringing the most budget into our industry right now. That's why we do a lot of experiences like that looks like kind of advertising. We work also with e-commerces, with the virtual try-on, virtual fitting room. You can try actually the Snapchat mirror at the entrance of the room, which works very nice. Education and training. We work a lot with social media. They are the one who really pushed the technology recently. And art and entertainment. So the technology also still has some limitation today, which are really important to take in mind when you are building augmented reality experiences. Performance. For example, today when you talk about building experiences on the web, you need to take into account that building on the web page, you have less computing power than building on a computer or building directly on a mobile phone application. And also, not all the browsers support augmented reality today, and it's also very difficult to do cross-browser experiences. And that's also a very good point of building an experience with Snapchat Camera Kit, because they do a lot of work on the cross-browsing capabilities on their side, and you don't have to take care of it. And also, you need to take into account, like I show you on my live demo, that when you open an experience on the web, you always have this pop-up asking you for camera permission. And whether you reload the same page, you will always have this pop-up. So that's something you need to take into account, which it's not very nice designed, it's not beautiful, so it can be scary for a lot of users. A lot of users might think it's a hacker thing, or I don't know. But so you have to take that into account, is very important. So the adoption of augmented reality and web AR today, I think it's really interesting to notice something I've already said, but social media did a lot for augmented reality, especially Snapchat. They brought this medium to the mass market, actually, because augmented reality exists for a while, but no one was really using it. Today, web AR is what I call production ready, thanks to like the computing power of phones, thanks to the different new technology that has been built. Also today, we are able to deploy a lot of experiences that are easier than before, thanks to the 5G. And today, thanks to COVID, if we can say that, people are used to use QR code, which is one of the most important entry points for our industry, for the user to access to our experiences. In terms of business opportunities, because there is no app to download, it's something that brands like, because a lot of people have been trying to sell augmented reality application for a while to brands, but there was always this limitation of download an application. And right now you can build the same type of experiences without having to download an application, and that's completely break the issue with the entry point of the experience. So that is a very good thing for us. You have creative freedom, you are connected to the world thanks to the World Wide Web and thanks for different type of API. You can collect more data. If you've been doing some augmented reality project on social media, for example, you might have the experience of being limited with the type of data you can gather, especially like you can't really calculate the time the user spend on the experience, you can't really record all the inputs that the users are doing on your AR experience, but on the web you can, which is great. Also, you have higher pay rates doing web AR experiences because the technology is more difficult than social AR, I would say, and there is less people being able to do it, so you can charge more, and there is unlimited use cases. You can go from small companies to like medium-sized companies to like large-scale companies, and actually there is a lot of work to provide to medium-sized companies, so that's a very good opportunity for all of us. And now let's deep dive more into Camera Kit for Web, because that's why you're here today. So what is Camera Kit? So I copy-pasted a sentence directly from the website of Snapchat, I think, which is very interesting. Camera Kit is Snap's cross-platform SDK that enables you to deliver augmented reality experiences directly to your website on iOS and Android applications. So here, Camera Kit is very broad, and so helps you to build experiences and to bring the camera from Snapchat and all the experiences related to the camera inside the Snapchat application into either the web or mobile applications. And today we will be focusing on Camera Kit for Web. So not for mobile application, but focus on web technologies. One of the latest releases was in September 13. I think the beta program opened in March this year, so it's really recent. And how does it work? So we had the question on Tuesday and tried to do a little slide on how it works behind the curtains, behind the scene. You don't necessarily need to understand everything on that. Even myself, I don't understand all of that. But so what it does when you install Snapchat Camera Kit on your web application, it will bring all the tools that Snapchat needs to run the AR experience on your web page. When you start it, it will run a WebAssembly environment, which allows you to run directly the AR experiences that you have built on Lens Studio on top of a web page. And then once you have run the WebAssembly environment, you will need to create a rendering pipeline, a little bit like you do on the web for people who use 3JS and stuff. So you run the rendering pipeline from Snapchat, the Camera Kit AR engine, you apply a lens into it, and then it will render the results and the output of what you see on the screen into something that you call on the web a canvas. And you can set different sources, like I showed you before. I can switch cameras from back and front camera, so that's the sources. And all the strengths of Snapchat and the Camera Kit for web is because it's built by Snapchat. And it comes with a set of tools that already exist thanks to Snapchat. So for example, today building an AR experience on the web with Snapchat, you can use Lens Studio, which is like, I would say, a big part of it, which is no code, which is great for a lot of people and also requires a little bit of code sometimes. But you can do a lot with Lens Studio compared to the technology that you can use today when you need to build a web AR experience, where you have to do everything by yourself, even like just modifying the position of an object. You need to code everything by hand, which is very not handy. So thanks to Snapchat, you can just start your experiences in Lens Studio, which is reassuring for people that knows Lens Studio already. And then Snapchat will help you to publish your experience on the web. You just have to hit a button, just publish the experience, and then the experience is live and ready to be able to use on your web application or mobile application if you use Camera Kit for mobile application. Then thanks to that, because the experience is live and thanks to the Camera Kit SDK, you can deploy your augmented reality experience directly on your web page, existing web page or a new web page. And then you can just share your link to every one of your friends. Like I show you, I just need to click on the link, it opens my page, and then I have access to a bunch of augmented reality experiences, which is something like I've been working on WebAR for 5 years now, and I can say that it's very fast to build thanks to that process, and it's very easy compared to what we had before. So here are some of the features that you have already today thanks to Snapchat on the web. So you had this AR feature that you already know, that you can use on social media when you build your experience on Snapchat. For example, you have face tracking, and that are the features that are related to augmented reality. So you have face tracking, plane tracking, 2D games, whatever, pet detection, and custom machine learning models, on all that stuff that has been built on Lens Studio for the past 5, 7, 10 years now. And thanks to Camera Kit, it brings you new features. So you can deploy your experience on the web, and on the web now, you can switch between cameras. You can select multiple lenses that, like I show you. You can record videos. You can have your keyboard inputs into your experience. You can receive and send data from your experience and from your website to your experience, or from your experience to your website. You can access the microphone, and you can change like the render size of your output on your screen. And so how to get access to Camera Kit? I'm sure you already have access for people who are in the room, but for people who are going to see this video online, you can scan the QR code or access to the link below, and you will have to fill a form. It's not guaranteed that you have access, but feel free to fill it and find if you have any new use case. And if you just want to try, you're also free to fill the form, and maybe you will get access to the beta program.